Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at World Travel Market 2021, and it's one of my very, very good friends from Northwest Florida. It's Terry.
Hello, Graham. How have you been?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. Now, Terry, you know that we're right in the middle of a massive climate change conference here in the United Kingdom in Glasgow, and the often used phrase around the world is, the pandemic is going to give us an ability to reboot, re-look at things and build back better.
Yep.
How is Crystal River going to build back better?
We've taken a lot of time. A lot of our partners, hotel lodging partners, have taken a lot of this time to refresh their product, clean up their properties, add additional features so there's more value to the stay there. We have a plantation on Crystal River I'm sure you're familiar with. They've actually just completed their splash pad park. So for the families that come, there's going to be an additional activity for the kids to do when they arrive there.
Excellent. And as I know, you're the sort of the capital of manatees.
Yes.
And they've been an endangered species, and it looks like they potentially might go back on the endangered species.
Yeah.
One of the things that's coming out in terms of climate change is about fly less, stay longer.
Yeah.
And I just wondered, because obviously a destination like yours is sensitive to environmental changes, let alone social changes. Is that something that Crystal River would support, or would you think twice about supporting a policy like fly less, stay longer?
I absolutely would support it. Matter of fact, many of the meetings that I've had here at WTM this week, we've talked about central locations and having an extended stay, just flying into Orlando and then having outlying centers to go to. And we're actually putting some packages together with some of the tour operators to do just that. So I definitely support it. I think it's great. And it gets people in destination a little longer.
And I know for a fact you've had, in your particular locations, you've had a lot of success in the last decade in increasing manatee numbers, but I think across the state they may be not as successful as you.
Yeah, that's correct. Well, they've had a real problem with pesticides and things getting in the water, which has killed this manatee's food source, which is seagrass. But on our side, we had a devastating occurrence happen during a hurricane 4 or 5 years ago, I think it was, where salt water came into the fresh spring water that we have there. And that killed all of the vegetation that the manatees eat in our area. So we put together Save Crystal River as the project. They've done a phenomenal job where they planted seedlings. They had young kids in school plant seedlings. When they got to a certain point, they were able to take them to the water's edge and watch the divers plant them in the ground. And then an incredible thing happened. Everybody was so worried because after they had just planted these, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks afterwards, we had another hurricane come through. But it was actually beneficial because what it did was it actually propagated all of the seagrass that had just been planted all over the bay. So now we have these lush green grass fields with the manatees just don't know what to do with. They're never hungry. I almost want to figure out how to speak manatee and tell the ones on the East Coast to come over to our side. So, and the wonderful thing about that too is now we're seeing more babies and mom pairs staying in our area because they don't have to leave to find a food source. So they're better protected in our area as well.
It sounds a fantastic success, it really does, and it's a huge highlight because obviously most people, these days we live in an Astronaut generation no matter what country you live in the world, and everybody's into nature and preservation of nature. So good on you for Crystal River, and thank you very much for your time, Terry.
Thank you.